Hey folks, today we're going to do a quick overview of Protection Warriors. In 9.05, Protection is still a lot of fun as far as like whether it's raiding, Mythic Plus content. I know it's competitive with all the other different tank classes that are out there, but this build today, trust me, is going to be a lot of fun to run through. First off, the build that you're seeing right here, 312211, that's actually our rating build. So what we're trying to prioritize here, Devastator, really just make life easy on us. Take some benefits from the additional auto attack damage. That's all good. For raiding, you don't need a stun. That's not going to affect any raid bosses. So double time just to take advantage of the added mobility for your prop warrior is a major help. Up next, Demoralizing Shout is a ton of fun. Generate 40 rage for yourself really quick, which helps with your shield uptime and increases the damage you do by 20%. No reason not to take that. Bounding Stride, again, you get a little bit of damage from your Bounding Stride, but also some added mobility, which is fantastic because you're usually the last one trying to clear big environmental damage that comes out with different raid bosses. Tier 5 is Indomitable, so your max health gets increased by 10%. Every 10 rage you spend heals you for 1% of your max health. And then Tier 6, you're going into the fray, gaining 2% health for each enemy or ally within 10 yards, up to 10%. So free 10% haste. And finally, the play for me in Tier 7 is Anger Management. Ton of fun. Every 10 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown on Avatar and Shield Wall by 1 second. Straightforward, really easy, really fun build, especially now that we've got Spell Reflection back in our kit. For Mythic Plus, this is going to change a little bit. Devastator, you can keep in Tier 1. That's perfectly fine. Gets a little bit of a toss-up whether you want to go with Double Time or Stormbolt. For the mobility benefit right now, we'll stick with Double Time. Booming Voice stays in Tier 3. However, in Tier 4, you're over to Crackling Thunder, taking advantage of the increased radius for Thunderclap. Indomitable stays for Tier 5. And then Tier 6, you're going to jump over to Ravager. And there's some really good macros out there that'll just cast Ravager right on your location. So take a little bit of time to check that out, or maybe I'll make a vid on that a little bit later. If you're not interested in raiding or Mythic Plus, like here's kind of the leveling build that I would recommend for you. If you're whether you're in 905 or even 9.1, go with War Machine. Takes the added rage that'll help you in the open world quite a bit. Stick with Double Time if you're not interested in adding Stormbolt to your kit. Booming Voice stays the same. Crackling Thunder stays the same. Indomitable doesn't move, like that's just a go-to. Unstoppable Force is your Tier 6 pick, and that just increases your Avatar damage on Thunderclap and reduces its cooldown in half, so it just makes it easier to slam. Finally, Tier 7, stick with Anger Management. That is a very easy build and bit of a diverse build that's there. As far as what talents or what stats you want to be prioritizing, always go with an item level upgrade. Really getting the stamina is a huge difference maker for us. Or if the items have the same item level, go with anything that's socketed. After that, you want to prioritize haste, then versatility, critical strike, and then finally mastery. If you're wondering which legendaries to go to, it plays a little bit in terms of what it is that you want to go. Reprisal is a very easy one. Reprisal is just smooth for both Mythic Plus and rating. But really, it's just a winner. Hard to beat. If you can be smart with your charge cast there, it can be a ton of help and actually makes it a lot easier just to keep your uptime and your damage mitigation going on. Additionally, the wall is a great one if you would prefer that. If you want to be a raider, the wall is almost the way to go. Makes a ton of damage. Finally, Thunderlord is a good one for both AoE damage. Definitely superior to the wall as far as AoE damage goes. Not as all around valuable as Reprisal. So keep that in mind as you're stacking them up. When it comes to covenants for protection warriors, Kyrian is the best for both Mythic Plus and rating. Just provides you a ton of value. I know Necrolords come back and gotten pretty competitive with the buffs that have come with the Conqueror's banner. Really getting that 400 mastery can really help out some of your group members if they benefit from mastery. So keep that in mind. That's a good play on both fronts. As far as Mythic Plus goes, in addition to Kyrian, Night Fae is good as well. Venthyr is probably the lowest, and it probably falls behind a little bit. I keep Venthyr because I've been playing a lot of Fury and Arms, and they both absolutely smack with the Condemn and the way that their builds are set up right now. So you'll see me running a Venthyr prot. Not overly intimidating, probably not perfect from a min-max perspective, but it's just a lot of fun. That's kind of like the big plays that are there, folks. Let me know what you like of the vid, what I missed, what I should have added more time on. Like, as far as warriors go, just a ton of fun with traditional plate-wearing warriors, right? Really easy. And the fact that we've brought in a mitigation for magic spells on a really quick cooldown and spell reflection makes this spec a ton of fun to play. Thanks for checking out. Hit the follow button if you like the vid. Drop down in the comments things I can do better. Thanks for watching. Later.